Hello, I'm Neil. Welcome back to Breaking Bricks. Guess what? We're at Brick Convention, Johnstown, PA, and it is packed. We're looking forward to doing this, and today we're going to check out some builds. Hope you stick with us. Hi, welcome back to Breaking Bricks. I'm your host, Neil, and guess what? You know, I'm still at this brick convention, and we've been doing a lot of stuff. And you know what? I figured I'd take some time here to hang out with Tim, man. He's a good friend of mine, and why don't you tell everybody who you are and what you've done?
Well, I was on Lego Masters Season 4. It was Tim and Tim, the Timinators, Texas Dads, Texas Tims. I never knew who we were. Before that, I've been part of the Houston Brick Club since 2014, and the Wild West is kind of my thing, so I've been peddling this around since 2016.
All right, man, so what do we got here? This is a beautiful build, by the way.
This started out, it was historical. I made all these little custom historical figures when I got into Lego in 2010, I guess. I discovered people just randomly making figures out of different parts, and I thought, wonder how many Wild West figures. So for a couple of years, I had just a shoebox full of all these Western figures and not really what I was going to do with it. And then I discovered Flickr, and everybody was on Flickr at that time. And then I found the club and then the conventions, and I was like, okay, so we finally build a display and they have a home. So that's kind of how this, and I wanted to do something different than everybody else. Wild West really isn't, it wasn't, and it's growing, but
it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Well, I'll tell you what, let's take an up-close look at it and we'll talk about it as we go through it.
Okay.
All right. All right, Tim, let's talk about this mountain.
So, that's my favorite part, number one. And growing up, my family, we always did family vacations. Usually we'd go on the West Coast and then come back to Arizona and New Mexico. So I had always had these beautiful colors and mountains in my head. And then almost 60 years of Wild West movies and TV. So when I got into Lego and started doing the Wild West thing, why, of course I had to do that. It was color scheme, but again, I wanted to do something different. So I had this big bag of 1x2 violet or lavender plates laying there. So I did put that little line in there. And
yeah, I can see it.
Everybody's really like that.
It adds color to it, and it definitely makes it
really accented well. And then when 2021, and I added the clip dwellings, and by then I had discovered the sand red, the sand purples. Lego had come out with more nougat colors and stuff, so I was able to get even crazier. And then I even started throwing the grays and stuff in there, and then in the darker. I was thinking, being an artist, illustrator, shadows and light and all that, trying to illustrate that with different colors. So that's why, and I seem to be the only one so far really fixating on that. So that's kind of
shadowing, like pencil shadowing or color shadowing, because we cast a shadow depending on how light. And yeah, I like to incorporate that into my builds as well. There's no doubt about that. Now it looks like you've got Bugs Bunny sitting in here.
So when the Looney Tunes came out, I just went and bought the set. I got home and I was walking upstairs to my Lego room and the idea hit me. They need to be cowboys. I did. I made all of them into cowboys. I did a whole bunch of pictures and put it on Facebook. Oh my gosh.
I see we got the Toy Story.
Yeah,
let's see
in here.
Flanders from The Simpsons. Okay,
There's the janitor from The Simpsons. I've got Marge Simpson's head bought. I haven't got her turned into a cowboy yet. We got Big Bird just got added last weekend.
Is that Beaker there?
That's Beaker. Beaker, Wile E. Coyote. I have
fighting it out. Yeah, I can definitely tell, man. This is a great build, man. There's a lot of creativity in your creation here, Big Bird. All right, man. This is a great build. I'm glad you brought it, man. Glad we had a chance to talk to it, man. We've been talking about it for days anyway, so. But I'm kind of glad I got a chance to share with everybody that subscribed to the channel, and I'm sure they're going to really appreciate checking this stuff out.
Well, I appreciate it. That too.
All right, man. You got a very cool build here today. Let's talk about this build. You got any original work in this build?
Sure. I think all the buildings from here to here in the back, and then a little bit of modifications to the town hall is all my work.
It's beautiful. Let's take an up-close look at it.
All right, so let's start off with that first building. You got that's the Bodega Hotel right there.
Yeah, boutique hotel, added a floor, kind of extended the terrace a little bit, tie into this other building that I built. This is still kind of a work in progress.
Okay.
This is the last building that I've been working on over the last few months.
All right, and then we're getting in your original buildings here. Are they actually modular to the point where you can take them apart?
Yeah, they're all fully disassembled, the same way that typical Lego buildings work.
Which one's your favorite one?
I gotta say probably the hardware store I built for my son Bennett. I think it came together pretty well.
Is it easy to take a look inside?
Oh yeah. Just pop the roof off. You can take a look down at the floor there.
Okay,
Got a bunch of tools
cool.
and
The layout in
little
very
boxes and
store-like.
stuff.
I like it.
Yep.
The staircase. You know, I built my very first modular myself, and I forgot to put staircase in it.
Oh, yeah, I made that mistake with this one. It stairs all the way to all the levels except for the top little back terrace. This is, of course, kind of modeled after the Green Grocer set.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. And okay, we're crossing the street here. Bunch of food trucks. You know, for some odd reason, I keep buying these food trucks, but I never use them.
I'm in the same boat. I have a couple here, but I have all of them at home in a drawer.
I gotta say, well done.
Thank you.
All right, on to the next build. All right, we gotta check out this build here, man. This is a beautiful hot rod you have here.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it, man?
Okay, it's a 1931 Ford custom hot rod. Took about 10 weeks to build. I would estimate close to 400 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, these
You got
things
a brick
take a
count
while.
by chance?
What's that?
You got a brick count in it by chance?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
I'll take it apart then count it. Yeah. I know you count before as you
I
go.
count as I build.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Wow, it's beautiful, man.
I think one of the wheels got out of place.
All right, let's take an up close look at this car, man. This thing is beautiful. All right, we got a beautiful car here, man. Impressive part usage, especially for being all technique.
I try to stick with technique, you know, mainly. But when I got to go to regular, no problem, you know, if I got the pieces.
Very cool.
It's just like the other way around. You couldn't build a regular kit without some technique in it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you have to know a little something about cars to be able to put something like this together as well.
Well, that's what I do by trade, auto mechanic, so, you know.
And you said
nothing works on it. Everyone asks, does it do this? Does it do? No, nothing works on it. The doors will open. We can open them up in a minute.
Does the trunk open too?
No. I have an access panel. If I'd ever have to get into it, that will come off real quick. I'm really happy with this part here, how this curve worked out. This was started with building a framework out of these, like this. These pieces, I don't know what the names of these pieces are called. But there's rows of them going on the insides of these. Then pegs built out, that's what these are stuck to.
Okay.
Then these are all just floating in the middle on these flexible ones. And then you can see to keep the spaces right, you put a stud with a Technic friction pin in there, and that keeps them all nice and level. Because these are all loose, they'd be all over the place without them.
Well, man, this is a beautiful build, man. Thank you for showing it to me, man. Superb work.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Check him out on YouTube. On to the next build. All right, now we found another cool build. How old are you?
I'm 13.
13 years old, and this is his creation. There's a lot going on in this battle, and I gotta say, you did a good job.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to put this together?
Roughly 5 hours to set up.
5 hours to set up?
Yeah.
Wow. We need to take an up-close look at this, so why don't we do that? All right, so here we go. It's a beautiful build. All right, so now what's your favorite part of this build?
It would have to be the base.
The base. All right, what's your favorite part about this base?
Probably the cannon.
Yeah, I gotta say that's probably my favorite part too. I like the cannon, you put a lot of work into that, a lot of detail. And you got Palpatine on top.
Yeah, he's kind of an Easter egg. I did throw a few Easter eggs throughout this. Just something fun.
And your frog walkers are great. I love how they bend like that. Great job on those frog walkers.
A pretty simple custom build, but I'm so proud of the design.
I hope you enjoyed everybody's build. If you like what you saw here today, go ahead and hit that like button. Lets me know I did a good job and suggest this kind of content to anybody might be out there. Hey, you got a good idea, want to talk Lego, Star Wars, whatever it might be, put that down in the comments below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And of course, we cannot grow here as a family unless you hit that subscribe button. It takes you a mere half second, but for me, it does mean an awful lot. And I'll see you here next time on Breaking Bricks.